Hi everyone, and welcome to the first episode of the Warrior Weekly for the 2020 to 2021 school year. I'm Bridget Buzacher.
And I'm Allison Warham. Thanks a lot for joining us as we kick off our first episode. We here at the Weekly have been working hard behind the scenes to bring you the latest in Brainerd High School news, sports, and entertainment.
Well, as you can see, we're all working from home as we have moved to full-time distance learning for nearly all high school students due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Here's Bryce Killian with an update from Miss Rusk.
Hello, my name is Bryce Killian. So as you know, COVID has affected many schools around the world, including ours. I've asked our principal, Mrs. Rusk, a few questions about the COVID learning updates, so let's go to her.
We will get through this. We're going to get through this together, and we hope that it's going to be sooner rather than later. But we have to recognize that we're all feeling this, and that's the time that we need to support each other. Many school events, due to the large size of our school, are unable to be held. And that's really unfortunate. That's what most of us miss, is going to athletic events, concerts, dances, and this has put a number of restrictions on those events. So it is up to us to be very creative.
As we just heard, many events that we would have had this year had to be canceled, and teachers are trying to find ways to make distance learning more enjoyable.
Teachers are being so creative. They're working hard to find ways to connect with students, both in person and the distance learners. And they also are stretching their technology skills. So those are some of the successes that I see and feel each day. The challenges, I think, are that some of our students are not connecting and logging on and staying engaged. When they leave the building, sometimes they're just disengaged from learning. And it's harder to learn from home when there's no bells and peer pressure and teacher pressure to stay engaged. I think another challenge is, how do we keep our positive mental health and physical health when we feel pretty isolated? And so we are trying to figure out ways that we can create events and activities that are safe.
Thanks, Bryce. In this week's Warrior Wellness segment, we focus on ways you and your family can reduce your chances of catching and spreading COVID-19.
Hi guys, just a quick reminder that during this pandemic, we really want to make sure that you guys are wearing your masks properly. Make sure that you have them wrapped around your ears, that you got your nose and your mouth covered. And think of that mask as a dirty Kleenex. When you go blow your nose, it's dirty. So you want to make sure that you're washing those masks, make sure that you're wearing them properly. So you also want to make sure that you're washing your hands properly. Make sure that you're getting them wet, scrubbing them, getting all surfaces. Make sure you're getting your wrists, your thumbs underneath your fingernails. Make sure that you're washing your hands before meals. You don't want to put your dirty hands onto the food and then eat them and ingest that food. Make sure that you're always washing your hands after using the restroom, and then any other times that you feel necessary. Also, too, social distancing is really important during this pandemic. Make sure that you're keeping that 6 feet apart, that you're when you're in lines such as the lunch line or going to any other passing times in between classes, that you're maintaining that 6 feet apart.
In other recent news, Brainerd High School has crowned not 2, but 3 students to serve as your homecoming ambassadors. The students voted, and the winners were revealed at a live stream event that took place at the school last week. Originally, seniors Mari Devine and Riley Pulowski were crowned ambassadors, but it was later determined that Aubrey Metz also netted the same amount of votes, so 3 winners.
Hi everyone, it's Emma True again, and on behalf of Student Council, I'd like to thank you for attending the virtual homecoming coronation for 2020 and 2021. After doing different calculations for voting, it turns out we ended up having 3 ambassadors this year. We crowned Mari Devine and Riley Pulowski, but we ended up looking at the voting again, and so we would like to add Aubrey Metz as one of our homecoming ambassadors. So I just wanted to say thank you and congrats to our 3 ambassadors, Aubrey, Mari, and Riley.
Exciting stuff! Now for some announcements. Hey 9th through 11th graders, if you want to get more involved by joining a student organization, consider the class cabinet. You will learn leadership and organizational skills and build friendships at the same time. This year's focus will be centered on giving back to BHS and the community.
It's never too early to start thinking of ways to pay for your education beyond high school. Did you know that there's tons of scholarship opportunities out there? Anyone interested in receiving up-to-date information on scholarships, please join the Scholarship Opportunities Remind using the class code 3FBCE4. We're going to step away for a minute, but we have much more coming up right after the break, including an update on the school's construction as well as our teacher feature and TGIT segment. Welcome back. Well, all of you students have been home for a while now, but teachers and staff are still working from school, along with the construction crews that have been reshaping the look of Brainerd High School. Here's an update including what some students had to say when we were all back in school.
Hi, I'm Bridget Buzacher, and I interviewed some students about their thoughts on the construction going on around the school. I also asked Ms. Rusk a question about the construction and some updates on it.
I think it's pretty cool that they're doing new things at the school. It needs to be updated. Yeah.
Do you like the design of the construction and everything?
I don't really care. It's just, I think it looks cool.
So what do you think about the construction?
It's very loud.
What do you think about the design of the new buildings and stuff?
Very neat.
I think that it's very noisy and it kind of gets in the way of everything that's going on.
What do you think about the new designs of the buildings and stuff?
I think that it's pretty cool, but with the main doors being closed off, it's harder to get around to places that you need to be.
Our construction continues. We have another year and a half of construction at Brainerd High School. It's very exciting. It's very messy. Some days it's loud, and certainly it can be inconvenient. But we have tremendous work going on in the south end of our campus where the pool, the new aquatic center, is being built. All you need to do is walk by or drive by to see the big giant pool. We also have the B-wing classrooms being created right now, and those are our career and technical classes such as woodworking, robotics, engineering, family and consumer science, and business, along with our new Warrior Warehouse and our Warrior Outlet. At the north end of the building, we have our Performing Arts Center. Work continues on that so that it will be ready by next spring.
Time for a quick check on Warriors sports. The football team will play its last regular game of the season, Thursday, November 12th against Sartell at home, starting at 7 p.m. The girls' volleyball season is heading towards the finish line as well. They will make their next appearance on the court November 17th at home against Sartell.
Congratulations to other fall sports teams that have wrapped up, including boys and girls soccer and girls tennis. All three teams were conference champs. More congratulations to diver Izzy Olson, who finished as the Section 8 diving champ. Nice work by everyone. Ready or not, the snow is here, and maybe for good, so why not make the best of it? Here's our own Kyle Swaylow with tips on how to get your snowboard ready for the white stuff.
Hey guys, today I'm going to be demonstrating how to wax a snowboard and skis. So what you're going to need is wax. Right here I'm just using golf wax, but there are special waxes for snowboards and skis. Then you're going to need an iron. Don't use your mom's iron, and the iron will kind of be wrecked after this process. What I like to do for this step is take your wax and you're going to want to drip it onto your snowboard and or skis on an S pattern. Try to get a good amount of wax over the whole board. Now that you've got that done, you're going to take your iron on a medium heat and you're going to go around the whole board. Do not hold the iron on one spot for too long, as it will burn your board. Then once you have wax spread over your whole board, allow it to cool for a half hour and then move on to the next step. I would recommend moving outside for this next step as it is a bit messy. But you're going to take your scraper, I'm using a round metal tin, and you're going to go down your whole board to get all the extra wax off. Don't scrape too deep as it will damage your board. Then you're going to take a bristle brush and go around your whole board to smooth it out. And you're done and ready to go out and have fun.
Thanks, Kyle. On to this week's teacher feature. We caught up with Mrs. Neistat, who has a plenty of great answers to our tough questions.
I'm gonna say, I guess it could be a soup. That's really weird, but I guess it can be because it's in a liquid and it's grains. So, okay, yeah, sure. I have a feeling it'd be raccoons because they do what they want and they're kind of rude anyway in their own raccoon language. So that's what I'm gonna go with. High school. So I went to high school at Apple Valley High School, which is in California, not the Minnesota one. And I moved there my sophomore year and I was in band and I played volleyball and I had friends, and some of it I really liked and some of it I just couldn't wait to graduate and move away from. So it was a mixture of good and bad, but I'd say overall it was pretty good. My daughter went to Vietnam and she got something called fish floss that she makes on sandwiches, and she left me some in case I ever wanted to make a fish floss sandwich, and I don't even really know what it is, and it's definitely the weirdest thing that's in my kitchen right now. A random fact about me, I've been married 27 years. No, I don't think that NASA made thunderstorms to cover up space battles because I took science classes and I know how that works. But they did admit that there are UFOs this year, which hardly anyone noticed. I don't know if I really like any weird food. I like anything with peanut butter though, so I'll eat like carrots and peanut butter. Or just about anything with peanut butter.
And finally, the struggle is real on our TGIT segment with trying to hide food from siblings while everyone's staying home.
I'm sorry!
I'm gonna get you! That's gonna do it for the Warrior Weekly this week. Thanks a lot for joining us.
Please check out our other videos on the BHS Video Productions YouTube channel and be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks, everybody!